I'm getting so used to that dynamic duo and Joe Berg. Thank you so much, ladies. But let's get ready for something in the kitchen, something warm and comforting. And Mini Mommy Chef is here with us. And we're going to whip up a butter chicken recipe. I can smell it already. We haven't even started cooking, but it's the spices that I'm smelling. And of course, this talent over here has done some amazing short series like As Per Your Request. There's a new one called Mini Meals that is out now. I think it's going to be great to just kind of do this together. Right, Shannon?
That's right,
Together
yes.
as we're going to do this. So
There we go.
first and foremost, before we get to butter chicken, let's throw it back a little bit because of As Per Your Request.
Yeah.
What was the premise behind that for anybody who hasn't seen it just yet?
Okay, so let me tell you. So my mom was sick. She was having a spinal operation. And it left her completely immobile for over 20 days.
Yes.
And in that 20 days, she had to be in hospital as well. So I would come and bring her food every day as per her request.
As Per Your Request.
Yeah, so it was just like a little cute thing to keep me going and
Love it.
motivated and keep making her happy.
And now you got something new that you started as well, because you keep on starting these cool things, right?
You know what? Carl's actually the coolest because you gave me this idea where it was mini meals, and now I've put it into play and started a brand new series called Mini Meals. So
I'm so happy.
It's quite exciting, and thank you for the idea.
No, anytime. I think that's, people like you deserve a great platform, and you're using it properly as well, which is very, very exciting. That's great. All right, so let's get on. Butter chicken, guess what we're starting with? What are you doing there? You're putting in?
Some butter.
Butter, yes.
Okay, so we're going to make this butter chicken. It's fake, fragrant, it's very Indian cuisine. It's easy to make, and the kids love it too because it's got that creamy factor to it and it's not too spicy. So we're first going to start off by browning our chicken.
Yes. And it's nice that by the way, can I ask, did you have oil in the pot already?
Yes.
Because obviously you don't want to do just butter because you're going to burn the butter. So the oil's got a higher heating temperature, which is going to help
smoking point.
Yeah, the high smoking point. So that obviously with the butter, you don't want to burn it. So that's the first little hack in that little bowl of yours. But now we're going to just get a sear on the chicken, right?
That's right.
Because we're going to cook it off when we got the sauce going.
Yeah, once we're done browning our chicken, we're going to add in, remove that, then we're going to add in our onions. We're going to saute those onions, get all those spices in there, and what it does is the heat brings out all the fragrance from the spices. It gives you that flavor. So you want to saute your dry ingredients in your pan before adding back in any sort of liquid moisture.
And thank you for saying that, because obviously we want the spices to almost bloom in flavor and aroma. And that's where your house smells just like lekker when you start this
Isn't
recipe.
that the best feeling? When you come home and you can smell that something is being made.
Can I tell you, even onions in a pot, that's it. If you just smell onions in a pot, you know it's going down.
Exactly.
You know it's happening. And I think with butter chicken, it's really great. So searing off the chicken first, and then the next time, obviously, we're going to throw in something. And I love the fact that onion's like a flavor carrier throughout the entire dish.
I think it's got that subtlety to it that sort of just enhances your dishes and gives you that fragrance and that smell. And I mean, like, what meal have you ever created without an onion?
There's not many. Like, there's not many. Honestly, if you want that, like, that heart of a meal, like, you got to have the onion in there as well.
Oh, I love how you say the heart of the meal.
Yeah, I feel like it is in a lot of ways, though. But can I just, I mean, for you personally, so while you're cooking this down, I mean, there are some like interesting developments in your personal life as well, right? Because obviously, everybody needs to put the onion's the foundation, I suppose, of a meal, and you are adding some foundations. And
exactly.
I mean, are you willing to share any foundations that are happening in your life?
So tomorrow I start chef school. I'm quite excited.
I'm excited.
I'm scared, excited, nervous. I'm looking forward to people not knowing if I'm the lecturer or the student based on my age group. But
I got you.
I'm looking forward to everything that it brings. They always say that uncharted waters is where wildflowers grow. So I'm really hoping that this next or new phase of my life brings me the most joy that I have, and what brings me joy is cooking.
You know what the thing is, right? The entire show, we're talking about story. And what you're adding to your story right now is something valuable, because you're giving up a lot to go into chef school.
Yeah.
But you know you've got this passion. We can see it when we watch As Per Your Request, Mini Meals. We see it on your social media. So what I believe is that while you're doing this, while it feels like, not a good move, not financially secure, I think what you're doing is you're adding to a story. And when you turn around at your own restaurant, you're going to look around you, you're going to look at all those full tables, and you're going to say, there was that one moment on Expresso where I share that I'm going to start chef school.
Yeah.
And look how far I've come.
Exactly.
And I can't wait for that day.
I mean, I think every time I come to the show, I think fondly of things that I've even taken away from hearing from you, like mini meals. It's all part of
Yes.
my story. Hopefully, this is the beginning
It
of
is.
a very beautiful
It is.
story.
So just to fast track this, because obviously these recipes, they do take some time. And when we have a little bit of time on TV, you know that we want to fast track it. So our next steps, just in case we don't finish it, to be added the onions. So the onions have
Yes.
gone down. Are we sweating them down a little bit?
So what we're doing is sauteing them.
Yep.
They're taking on that flavor from the chicken
Love
that's
it.
been browned on the bottoms.
Okay.
Then we're going to go in with our spices. We've got coriander, cumin, turmeric. Let me just go ahead and throw all
Go
of
for it.
that
All
in.
of them are going to go in.
These are more sort of your milder spices. If you want any kind of chili,
Yes.
all you have to do is add in a chopped up red chili. That's what I would recommend.
I love that. Also red chili as well. I like the fact that
I love it.
I feel like flavor-wise, over a green chili, I like a red chili. So that's good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then I've got some garlic and ginger, and we're just going to throw that in too. I know a lot of people don't like ginger in their curries, but I love the added, like, it's got like the zingy texture.
It's this-
profile, yes.
It's just in the, like when you smell it, it's really good. It's just all in the nose and then obviously the top of the palate as well, which is great.
So here's
okay, so
a-
after this, just
Here's a quick tip though.
Please.
What you want to do when you're adding in your spices, you want almost like a oily layer to sort of form from the spices melting in the pot. So once that's formed, that's when we know we're ready to add in our tomatoes and whatever else.
Okay, lovely. So that oil layer goes on, we're going to add in our tomatoes, and then just to fast forward, at what point do we add in our cream?
Oh,
If we are
so
going to
the
fast
cream
forward.
we add in after our tomatoes.
Yes.
We're going to heat the cream through for 5 minutes, and then we're going to add back in our chicken.
Okay, perfect. And that's going to give us that beautiful color that
That's
butter
right.
chicken
and the
has, right?
creaminess.
that,
I mean,
oh,
it's so delicious. Any
is.
curry with cream. You can substitute the cream for coconut cream.
okay, cool.
If you prefer the flavor profile, or you can do half and half.
All right, this is wonderful. Well, just to fast forward you for a second, we're going to finish this up. But what you are looking for is the finished product, and it just looks gorgeous. We're looking for color. And if you just look at what we prepared a little bit earlier, that is what you are going to be left with if you go to expressoshow.com, if you follow Shannon on social media, Mini Mommy Chef, and if you follow the journey, this woman's story, which is beginning tomorrow as she starts chef school. We couldn't be more proud of you and Shannon. So just all the best to you, and we cannot wait to eat at your restaurant.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm going to fast forward that as well.
I love. Put it in the universe for me. I'm
Please
happy.
do. It'll be great.